Greetings. This video shows how to log in. Once logged in, some additional tabs become available. This video describes the big picture for these additional tabs. I am now clicking on Login Connect. I am choosing the MetaMask wallet. However, one can also choose other login types such as social media logins. Social media logins use account abstraction. Basically, with account abstraction, a private-public key pair is created. The private key is then broken up into fragments which are saved among multiple nodes. Each node gets a different fragment. Later on, the private key fragments are requested from the nodes and rebuilt in browser memory. Only a certain percentage of the fragments need to be requested in order to recreate the private key. The private key is required for operations such as signing. In the case of MetaMask, the private key is not stored in a network of nodes. Instead, the private key is stored in the browser extension itself. Let me log into MetaMask. It is now asking me whether I want to connect to the UTU.io domain. I'm pressing connect. It is now requesting if I want to sign the message, sign in at UTU. This is the login to the UTU backend. I press the confirm button and it receives a JWT security token from the backend and stores it in the browser local storage. We can now see some additional tabs: Dashboard, Connect to Earn, and Signal. Let me summarize the purpose of each tab. The first one is Dashboard. Let me click on it. Notice it now shows the UTT balance. One initially earns UTT when one connects one's socials to the UTU Trust network. UTT is non-transferable and cannot be converted to other cryptos. However, it is possible to spend UTT on endorsing anything which has a unique identifiable ID. One can also see two other metrics: amounts staked on you and total amounts staked by you. There is a feature of giving signal where one can endorse anything which has a unique ID. One can then spend some UTT endorsing the asset. Endorsing an asset reduces the balance of UTT. So on the dashboard we can see metrics of how much others have staked on us and the total amount we have staked on others on the network. Let me now give an overview of the Connect to Earn tab. I'm clicking it. We can now see the Connect to Earn tab. Every time one connects a new social media network to the UTU Trust network, one earns 10,000 UTT. One can spend that UTT on endorsing assets. If one's social media network is already connected and one presses refresh, one will not earn another 10,000 UTT. Here we can see we currently have two socials, Telegram and GitHub. Expect this list of social media platforms to grow. Another video demonstrates how to connect your Telegram to the UTU Trust network. Note that you can also earn UTT in other ways. If you endorse an asset and someone else also endorses the same asset after you, you can also earn some UTT. There is another kind of coin called UTU coin, which is transferable. Note that, as already explained, UTT is not transferable. When someone else endorses the same asset you endorse, you can earn some UTU coin as well as UTT. In other words, there is a financial incentive to participate in the UTU Trust network. The UTT balance is a measure of trustworthiness. The higher the balance, the more trustworthy you are. I will now click the Signal tab and give an overview of its purpose. Here, we have the ability to give or get signal on an asset which has an Ethereum style address associated with it. This is often a wallet address, but it can be any Ethereum address generated from a unique identifier. For example, if we convert the domain cats.com to an Ethereum style address, we can also get and give signal on that. 2 other videos summarize the process of giving and getting Signal in greater detail. This video was about logging in. It then explained what the newly accessible tabs were about. Please look at the other videos for more specific instructions. Thank you and have an excellent day.